Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Kodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching His word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayat Adabadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad, I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. All right, so this morning's lesson is going to go into about, more into the, the chastening and the discipline and the correction of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, okay? Because, the best thing for you is the hardest thing to do. We have to, there are things, as the scriptures say, for it to be carnally minded is death, and to be spiritually minded is life. So, we have to walk with wisdom in our daily lives, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is testing us constantly every day, in every aspect of life, And yes, there are times when we will fall short, but it's a learning process. So that's why you just gotta stay on top. You gotta just pay attention to what's going on and to what you're doing. All right, this is gonna be the book of Hebrews. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12. Starting at verse 5, and it says, Hebrews 12 and 5, and it says, And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Okay? So don't take Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's discipline lightly. Okay? And nor do you give up when he corrects you, man. The reason why the Lord is hard on us is because he wants us to do better. Okay? The Lord woke us up for a reason, because he sees something in us. Lord willing, that whatever it is that he sees, that, we could bring it out more and more every day. Verse 6, For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So, whom the Lord loveth, he disciplines and punishes every son whom he receiveth. So, another word for scourges is to punish. Okay? Just like a parent that generally cares for their children, Whenever their children does something wrong, we punish them to let them know that what they did was wrong. Okay? And of course, for the parent, it's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. Because, as a parent, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai loves us. So, every time we messed up, this is where the correction comes in. Verse 7, If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? So, if you endure the correction and the discipline, the Most High dealeth with you as sons. Okay? It shows that, he sees you as a son, and he sees that you can do better. And he wants you to do better. And that goes for the women too, in the truth, If you're a daughter of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, do better. Okay? Lesson learned, don't do it again. For what is a son is he whom the Father chasteneth not. So, just like any parent, if they don't love their kids, they would just let their kids just wild, go hog wild and do whatever. Put the parents to shame, get in trouble, do something stupid, you know. If the Lord is not, doesn't, parents who are irresponsible, that don't, teach their kids right from wrong, that shows that they just don't care. And that's not a parent at all. Verse 8, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. So, if ye be without chastisement, without correction, whereof all are partakers. So we are all partakers in this chastisement. Then ye are bastards and not sons. So, if we be without chastisement, then, we're not, the Lord doesn't see us as one of his precious, children. Verse 9, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? So yeah, our earthly fathers, they corrected us, and we gave them respect for that. They raised us, they taught us. They were there when we, I know some people in the faith, they grew up without a father or without a mom, and that's the society we live in, a destroyed family structure. So, some brothers, some people had to grow up without a dad or without a mom, or grew up in foster care, who knows, but at the same time, we all had to, Yahweh Shah is always there, just watching over you. Regardless of your situation, the Lord was watching you. He took care of you all the way up to this point where he's, still taking care of you. So, so we got a Father. He's been watching us. All right? That's why it says, shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? Yahweh. Okay? So yeah, we gave our earthly parents reverence for, doing what they could to raise us. Verse 10, for they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, meaning, they did the best that they could to their ability to, raise you to do right, be right. But he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. So the Lord is chastening us for our benefit, for our own good, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Lord willing that we are deemed worthy of it. Verse 11, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous, nevertheless. Salakia, Salakia on that. Salakia, let me go back to 1 Corinthians, Hebrews 12 and 11. Now it says, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous, nevertheless. Afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Okay, so let me read this first line again. Now Hebrews 12 and 11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. All right. This chastening that we're enduring right now, it is grievous, because we have to first and foremost deny our flesh, to rid ourselves of bad habits. Okay, put away the things that we used to do in the world that were just ridiculous or unreasonable, whatever they may be. Okay, so it's just, getting rid of bad habits, bad routines, and, you know, focusing on, you know, building yourself in the right way, okay? To, you know, that's part of the change is when you come into this, you know, it's a change, an actual change, like not just, you know, not just in your personality, but in your way of thinking. And you know, it's it's you know, that's why you know, like I said, you know, out with the old and in with the new. You're putting on that new man. Okay, so, and like I said, and it says here, for Hebrews 12:11. Now, no chastening for the present seems to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness. So, you know, this grievous chastening, it's a disciplinary process, and it teaches us what to actually do, okay, to make the right decisions, because every choice has its consequences. Whatever decision you make, there's a consequence for it, whether it be good or bad. So, you know, that's why you have to be wise in your judgments, in your decision making, because, you know, all it takes is one one wrong decision or one wrong move, and that could be it. And it says here, unto them which are exercised thereby. So yes, unto them which are exercised thereby. So, you know, we are rehearsing the righteous acts, exercising this the Lord's discipline within ourselves. Okay, now we're going to go to Philippians. Philippians chapter 1, verse 6. And it says, being confident of this very thing, okay, excuse me, first Philippians chapter 1, verse 6 says, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahushua HaMashiach. Verse 7, even as it is meet for me to think this of you all, because I have you in my heart, in as much as both in my bonds and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel, ye all are partakers of my grace. Verse 8, for the Most High is my record, how greatly I long after you all, in the bowels of Yahushua HaMashiach. Verse 9, and this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment. Verse 10, that ye may prove things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense until the day of Hamashiach. So, you know, being part of this, the Lord's chastisement is, you know, this is the word work. This is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai working that good work in you, okay? And he's going to keep performing it until the day of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, it's the Lord that is, you know, molding you into that choice piece, you know, the piece that he wants. Just like how our earthly parents, they try to mold us into, you know, mold us into their way of, you know, representing them, to show that, okay, they did a good job of being a parent, they raised us right. So it's how much more for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai when he raises us in this truth. Okay, so so I'm going to read verse So, and that's another thing too. In verse 9, it says, "And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment." So we are to, develop on a daily basis, develop that much more of a passion for knowledge and all judgment, to have the knowledge that comes out of this book, written, in our minds. Verse 10, that ye may approve things that are excellent, okay? That goes back into, doing what's best. And once again, the best thing for you is the hardest thing to do, but it's necessary for your own good. It's for your own growth. Okay, so verse 10, that ye may approve the things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense, so blameless until the day of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay. So, this is, like I said, this is the process of, we all have our own individual walks, and we all have our own trials and tribulations. But at the end of the day, this is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua showing you what you need to work on, as well as what he's trying to mold you into what he wants you to be, as long as you, submit yourself unto him. Okay? That's why another brother in the truth, he always told me, welcome to your own spiritually designed hell that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua made for you, so that you can understand where you fucked up, where you went off, where you went wrong. And he was right. Because this is whatever it is, the more we grow and develop in this truth, the more we see where we went wrong in our lives and what was really destroying us. And part of the change is to stop whatever it was that was destroying us from keeping it, from doing so more and more, or, to get rid of those bad habits. All right, this is going to be 1 Corinthians chapter 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 13. And it says, "Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is." So, the work that you've done all the way up till now, or up until that day, building yourself up, examining yourself, your lessons, okay? Every lesson that you do, or everything that you or every type of disciplinary exercise you try to practice out of this book, the Lord's watching that, and He's gonna test you to see if you have what it takes. Okay, and that goes for our lessons too. Some of our lessons, they could be a live test at any moment to see, okay, you were preaching about this lesson, so let's see if you can actually hold to it in your actions. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua can do that. Verse 14, "If any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward." Okay, so if your work remains which you have built thereupon, ye shall receive a reward, and that reward, mercy, salvation, and ultimately a crown. Verse 15, "If any man's work shall be burnt, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire." So basically, narrowly escaping the fire. Okay, verse 16, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you?" Verse 17, "If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the power is holy, which temple ye are." Okay? We are the temple. Okay? The Most High, that's another thing too, man, is, life is a gift from the Lord, man, and having these these meat suits, this flesh, this is a gift. So whatever gift the Lord gives you, man, take care of it. Treat it with proper care. Verse, and if you defile it, the Most High is going to destroy you. Because, Jake out there be doing things that defile the temple, eating abominable food, smoking, all the things that, are contrary to the scriptures, and a lot of that stuff that Jake and these heathen nations be doing out here, a lot of people are, getting deleted from cancer and other sorts of medical issues, man. Verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. So in other words, if he seems like he has it when really he don't, let him learn the hard way so that way he'll know better. Okay? Some people just have to learn the hard way that to have that pride and that ego broken down, to let them know, like, look, now you know. You ain't shit. You don't know anything. Okay? Verse 19, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, for it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Okay? So don't make yourself seem like you know something when really you don't, because the Lord can always put you in a situation where you can be, humbled, severely humiliated, and that's when you realize, you had to learn your lesson the hard way. So, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. So, once again, the best thing for you is the hardest thing to do, which is this truth, because this is a divine chastisement, a divine disciplinary process, because the Most High is, as he continues to deal with us, Lord willing, he's molding us into that peaceable fruit of righteousness, and it's not easy. This is not an easy walk. All right. So, let's see. Let's see. Excuse me. All right. And that's another thing too, right here, I wanted to get. This right here is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10. It says, actually, I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, for I think that the Most High hath set forth us the apostles last, as it were, approved unto death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. Verse 10, for we are fools for Hamashiach's sake. But ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. So, once again, going out there in the highways and byways, willing to humiliate ourselves for the Lord's sake. Okay? That's part of the process of, the best thing for you is the hardest thing to do is to, not give a fuck for what these people of the world think, or what they say, or what they feel, not give a fuck. Excuse me. So, all right, and this is going to be second. Make sure I can find it first. Okay. So yeah, I was looking for the scripture, but before I see. All right. All right. So. Yeah, that was about all I had. I was just kind of skimming around to make sure I didn't forget that script that I was trying to find. But, nevertheless, Lord willing that this was an edifying lesson into the body and to this few sincere believers and listeners. Because, you have to remember, man, we still haven't even got to the hard part yet, and that's the persecution. Because, Trump is already talking about, doing away with American citizenship. So, so even if you were born here in America, but you come from a family of people that are illegal, it's the boot. So, it's coming down to the wire, because all this is Trump is just trying to make America eat them again. But nevertheless, Lord willing, let this lessons edifying into the body and to the sincere believers and listeners. And with that, and with closing, I would like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachah, Kodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Ba'ath, the Davidah, the house of David that is scattered abroad. I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. All right, so, we're literally sitting at the door of persecution. So this is also part of that disciplinary process, man. This is where the Lord's gonna really see if you have what it takes. It's part of that molding process. Okay, so Shalom, wa ababa, kwam yasharala. Shalom.